Greetings everybody and welcome back to Daddy DeGrand, the Granddaddy Plays Hades, the Big Bad Update. Another shield run, the game demands it, and I am more than happy to oblige. Think we are on an 8 or 9 victory streak right now.
Fling your blood at me like that again, boy, and I'll have you cast into the Styx, where you can drown in it.
Oh, I'll fling my blood at you when we fight for our lives in Styx again. Or outside of Styx, rather.
Blood spree, then.
I'll see you there. Don't you worry your little head about that.
Well, my nephew, you're admittedly in quite a bind down there. But what is life without its struggles, You'll make it here eventually, I'm certain.
Oh yeah, I'm certain as well about that. All of these pretty tempting, but I think the dash is usually the best candidate for the Zeus engine. And man, if we can get the engine, the entire Zeus engine on the dash, we are already having a good run on our hands here. The attack with the chain lightning would have also been very interesting. But I think there's just something to be said about the dash. And the special, while being pretty okay, I think it is a bit of a waste to use the Zeus special on that. Especially given how good the shield is doing pretty much anything else. And yeah, right now we are blasting through the game, as we should.
How fares your endless war against the dead? Let it be known that I am happy to take sides in such affairs. Please, I insist.
Why, thank you. Thank you, far too kind. Let me actually take the Doom effect on the attack here. Not a lot of people actually like that, but I do. It's a very nice thing to have, because it usually opens up a lot of interesting options, like getting the dash on the of Athena in here, getting the Duoboon in the process, and just with that all by yourself you have an incredible high damage run on your hands. Athena, Aphrodite. Also very, very fine and tempting indeed.
You want my blessings, dearest? Here they are.
Why, thank you. And you know what? I do take your special here. Dying Lament, also interesting, but I think that having the special this early would just open up some interesting Duoboon options in the future. I mean, it's not like we really need them as of this particular moment, but, you know, if we can get them, who would I be to complain, you know? Nothing in here. I would like to get to Sisyphus, but if a free boon is being offered, how could I say no to that? Alright, he's already down to his armor. Lost his armor, lost his life. Pretty fast, pretty quick, pretty efficient.
Sorry you're still stuck down there. Sometimes I feel stuck myself, but a good hunt always sets me straight.
Let's go hunting then, girl. And yeah, I'm not all about that. But pressure points. Ooh, pressure points together with Mark. That could be huge. That could indeed be very, very noticeably strong. And yeah, we already have met 4 different gods on this run, so... I mean, it makes for a healthy mix. It makes for a situation where we already have 2 debuffs that we can apply. And if Artemis keeps being good to us in this situation... Man, what can I say? This run may come to a resolution quite quickly. Which I would quite enjoy. There's a special, there's marked. A bit of a low rarity, sadly. I mean, I'm taking it anyway, right? So...
Time to hunt.
Maybe I can get a palm on that later on down the road. Would be pretty nice. And yeah, I'll fight for the money here. I have 400 keys, why wouldn't I?
You can get out of here.
Quite a few enemies in this room. And no one has been missing in this floor so far. A hammer. I haven't had my first hammer thus far.
Idiots.
Shouldn't be too far away though.
Cheers.
Alright, let's check the shop.
Greetings, Charon.
There's Ares again. There's a pawn.
I'll pay for that.
And there's the Curse of Longing. Interesting. I'm not sure if I really want this. I mean, sure, why not? Let's take it.
I will keep fighting.
Let's just take it. It's a pretty good boon to get. And a stronger Doom effect too. And I would like to have this pawn make my marked better. That would be very, very nice. And yeah, once we are fighting the first boss, I think this run is going to show its full potential a bit more comprehensible. Can you guys stop spawning in? I swear, this is one of these rooms where I keep thinking every now and then that there has to be some kind of mistake. That they keep on looping like that. Yeah, pressure points, 100% crit chance, pretty good. I go for the Duoboon room. That time I will come back later, but there's not a guarantee that this Duoboon room will.
Olympus, I accept this message.
And that's pretty good. Let's take it.
I feel fabulous.
An incorrect decision there, my kin, to side against me thus. Blood needs be shed, and yours is going to suffice.
You won't be getting that. Oh yeah, by the way, he also has animated effects now, like Dionysus does. His are a bit more subtle. You see his arm is moving a bit. His fingers doing a small little twitch there, and he's also blinking. Looks good. I hope they do that for all the gods. I mean, just imagine Zeus having these effects. Isn't that just the greatest? Oh, yeah. Annoying Ares, man. One would think I would know better than this, and one would know wrong. One would be wrong. Very, very wrong.
I think that we are squared away for now, though do not test my patience further.
Gotta say, all of these not that interesting. I mean, I could go, you know what, let's take the slicing shot. We have met a bit of Artemis. There's a good chance that we might be able to get slicing shot in here. Speak of the devil.
Cheers, mate.
Would have been nice. Would have been very, very nice. I could take a Wrath effect or the fully loaded. I do take the fully loaded though.
The might of the huntress.
Let's see if we can get something good out of this situation. And I mean, sure, let's buy the HP.
Hello to you as well, mate. Guessing Electo?
I think Tisiphone. It was Electo. I was really sure it would be Tisiphone.
Isn't the god of trash himself? Come die.
Can do. But not today. Today isn't a good day for dying. And yeah, you're already down to your last breath. And she's done. I gotta say, Electra has grown on me. She is a very, very angry person with a lot of violence in her bones. But you know what? I appreciate the enthusiasm with which she is doing things.
Moving on.
I can really appreciate that in a woman. Or in a human in general, let's put it like that. Let's actually go with Ares here.
Should help.
Make this Blade Rift run as strong as possible.
Let's go up.
If it really ends up becoming a Blade Rift run, because we can't know that for sure yet. But if it would, I would be all over the moon. There's some money. Can we get a good reroll? Can we get a good reroll? That's a good enough reroll. Spreaders is what they are called now. Interesting. In my headcanon, they were always still called witches. But that's just the nature of things, you know? things change. Saw that Doom effect hitting for 13 damage there. That's just the amazing thing that is the Duo boon. Explosive return. I actually think a lot higher of that boon these days. And I think that with the Aphrodite special it might be pretty good.
Pay for that.
And I mean, I'm pretty much bound to use it all the time because it applies my weak effect, so why not get a little more damage out of that?
Through all of that.
I'll take it.
Free money and nothing. Absolutely nothing of interest in here. Not even I knew there would be something. Still nothing interesting in there, sadly. Oh well, let's go for some keys then.
Get me out of here.
Key is usually a better get than darkness because in the grand scheme of things you can trade away one key at the Infernal Trader for more than you could trade, or than you would get out of one darkness drop like that. Like that would have been 10 darkness, 11 thanks to me having the Dark Thirst effect. And the Trader usually gives you like 2 to 3 darkness for one key, depending on the course you get, so
No herbs permitted in this.
it's just a question of better profit.
Don't stick it all in one place, mate.
And there's Ares again. I was looking forward to this. Kinda knew it would be this fight. Oh yes. Can you come down? Oh, now he comes down. Why, thank you. Okay. This should do the trick. Yes.
Didn't catch your name.
Okay, I do take the engulfing vortex here without a doubt.
This means war.
Makes the Blade Rift cast a lot more consistent in its usefulness. This works. Thank you, far too kind. Taking a little bit of damage here. Hey, you can see that explosive return damage. It still is pretty good.
What did I tell you?
There's darkness in there. I mean, that's also a good trade, but I don't feel like fighting for that right now. I do feel like entering this Duo Boon room, though. Where are you at, girl? Boy and girl? There they are.
Time to pick sides.
Let's go with Ares first.
Olympus, I accept this message.
There is the legendary... Oh yeah, guys, we're cooking with gas now.
The will to fight.
If Artemis gives me the Duo Boon afterwards, 1-1.
My loyalty's hard won and quickly lost.
We shall see about that. I mean, I do have to be a bit mindful over not by accident pushing them out of that. Also, big shout out to Zeus. Haven't seen his face again after quite a while. My god, can you guys please not swim over the lava? Screw it. This works. Also got a few crits in there. Took a lot of hits there. Man, I'm really not in the mood of dealing with these spreaders today. Alright. You better make this worth my while, because this was cancerous, Artemis. It was the worst.
I'm not angry anymore. Not really, anyway. But you just watch yourself with me. You got it?
You better watch yourself with me. My god, what a disappointment. What a disappointment. But I might as well take her Wrath effect in here.
Optimus, guide my hand.
Simply so that I can have one. And yeah, I know there was Mercury, there was Hermes, but I want to see if this shop... It doesn't have more of Ares, of course not. Oh well. We are so close to having a super strong run in here. Hey, you can see, on a static enemy like that, all I really need to do is press... Ah, it's better for single target enemies, clearly. But yeah, just being able to press space like that for the special explosion right off the bat. It's pretty cool. And it's really good damage too. Can't complain about that. And yeah, the Wrath effect of Artemis, it's probably best used if you want a quick way to finish off an enemy with one strong attack. Or if you have the full bar charged up so that you can get the full benefits out of that. And yeah, I gotta say, the damage on these blade rifts is pretty good. It's pretty okay. Oh, that was a huge crit. I think that was the explosion getting a crit there. And again. Here's Mark. Let's attack him then. Just so that we can spread the love around. And you're the last one. You should also have marked. He does not have marked. Alright, you and me, pal. Melted like butter in a hot blade rift. Talking about hot, there was some heat that I will never going to use.
No paradise awaits boy.
But Elysium awaits, and I'm looking forward to that. Okay, I'm going with Artemis here because I want to get that hunting blades now. Also, by the way, that's actually a nice side effect. Having 4 biomes in total, giving you more opportunities to keep these keepsakes together, actually makes all these do wounds better because you have just more opportunities to get that, to get these keepsakes working for you in the first place. That's actually a pretty nice thing to consider. Alright. Who wants to get it in here? Actually, I should just use my blade rift for those guys. Like that. Oh, can you not run away from my amazing casts? Like that. The cool thing about this is that the engulfing vortex just keeps them in the circle, so they can't chase me down as easily. And if they can chase me down, they can't explode in my face. And if they can't explode in my face, I am a very, very happy camper. There's a dashing wallop, taking that without a doubt. The attack that doesn't knock back enemies was also pretty tempting. And here we take nothing for the moment. Let's try run reroll. There's Artemis. Is she going to give me what I desire? Is she going to give me what I deserve? Man, I gotta say, thanks to the new mark mechanic, crits are just out of this world right now. Oh yeah, by the way, this is very disappointing, but Burst Shot. Now, Burst Shot does have potential in here. There's Ares again. Let's go. That's not a boss room, so... Oh. Could give me the... It doesn't give me the Doom wound. Impending Doom is pretty interesting, though. I think that is actually gonna be very good in this. Dire Misfortune, also pretty powerful.
It's me or them.
And there's Artemis again. Had a hunch it would be Asterius.
Return to battle me for glory, short one. Excellent.
I agree, this is gonna be good. If we would have had Hunting Blades in here right now, there would have been no hope for him. Down to half his health. Let's take out the Gorgon heads here. And he's down.
Stand down. I concede.
Looking forward to you conceding in the next battle as well. You know what? I gotta pay respect where respect is due. Asterius is actually the only enemy in this entire game who can run from you.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Who's the only one who really apparently values his afterlife. At least to some degree. You know what? I can respect that. Let's take the clean kill here.
The dead better hide.
Let's try run
I
reroll.
don't think so.
Ares again. Please give me the duo boon. Your boon pool has to run low at this point. Slowly but steadily now. Huge crit there, by the way. My guess is that that was a Doom proc, critting for that much damage. But your guess is as good as mine at this point. Oh, you're still there. Hee hee. And yeah, with me having pressure points, having these Blade Rift is just super good because they have such a high chance to just apply one crit. And if I get one crit in, I get all the crits in. There's Hunting Blades, guys. One run. If it wasn't a one run, it is now. Alright, just throw out all the casts. I think he hadn't stood there for 3 seconds. Also, the Artemis legendary. Haven't had that one in a long time. Let's take it. Let me check really quick. What does trigger it? Attack, cast, and special. Okay, cool. Alright, might as well grab ourselves another Death Defiance. We are not going to need it.
Take one of these and then just leave me be, stranger.
I will. But it's the most value we will get out of him.
Thanks, sir.
It's all the same to me.
You know what? I will keep my money here together. Let's go say hey to Hermes. Because that money will be well spent on the last shop anyway.
Stand there, cuz. Pick one of these and go.
I will.
There, you get the gist.
Faster special now, that's the stuff of legends. Should make me unable to use much more of my explosive damage there.
When I'm back.
It's time, Asterius. Let us assert our greatness through single-minded combat.
Because he doesn't have an eye of mind for single combat, you know? Okay, they're almost both dead. And they are both dead. Man, I don't know. On one hand, it feels like my runs are just getting busted super easy lately. But it also feels like these guys, they have just been buffed enough to make me feel comfortable about fighting them like this.
You, the fates. Maybe I should switch things up.
Oh yeah, let's grab this. Anything in here? Nothing. Not quite enough money to get the hammer, but I don't really think that we even need it. I'm probably still going to get it, of course, but I don't think it will be quite needed in here. Forget what I said. Now we do have enough money for the hammer.
Clear some safer tunnels and get out of here.
And no particular god boon in here.
I'll take it.
That's actually a shame. I do take the pulverizing blow here.
That should do it.
Simply because it helps me knock my enemies out of that blade drift a little bit less.
Maybe it's in here.
Gotta say this run feels pretty strong. I would say we have a pretty strong run on our hands here. I think we can all agree on that, right? Remember when the one started and I was like, if we could get the entire Zeus engine on the dash, that would be kinda cool, and look at what we have now. This run, not quite what I was expecting it to be. But you know what? I am super fine with that. I am absolutely fine with that. And yeah, even the Artemis Legendary. I wasn't having a lot of respect for that previously, but you know, the damage, it is there. It is quite noticeable. Yeah, these jokers stand no chance. No chance whatsoever. I think Dire Misfortune might actually be kinda good, but so would be the Black Metal. But our casts do home anyway, so I think the higher range on them isn't gonna be all that important in the long run, in the grand scheme of things. Let's go for Artemis. Let's enter before we take poison damage. Nice. That's actually something to keep in mind. These poisonous enemies, their effects, they last on you, even though the room is over. So you either have to grab an anti-dot really quick, or you have to leave the room just as quick. And yeah, this is not a negotiable option. None of my abilities will be sold off here. For one, because all of that was in store from me, not for me, from me, were pretty much vital boons of this run on one hand, but also because there simply wasn't anything too interesting in the shop in the first place. I want to take that antidote, thank you. One Wrath attack for one critter. You know, you might say that was a bit excessive, but I would disagree. I would absolutely disagree there. Alright, not quite enough money for Hermes. Let's go... Actually, I have very low HP, I just noticed that.
This one, I guess.
You're down. I really hope that this is going to be the last room, because this should enable me to buy the Hermes boon, which hopefully will give me faster casts. And if it does, we are pretty much perfectly set for fighting Hades. In fact, I could probably just go immediately if we get this now. Perfect. Grabbing the Hermes boon really quick, and we have a good chance of just getting our best time in here. Let's grab this. Faster cast, thank you, far too kind. Also some HP, just to be on the safer side here.
The prince.
Added that by accident, didn't want that, but we are owing him one again. Maybe I would like to beat him within 20 minutes, that would be amazing.
Crisp, cold air.
Don't get used to it just now.
Come all this way again to fall to me. Would that you paid me such respects back at the house.
I mean, I've talked to you regularly at the house, and you just scoffed at that. Okay, man. Oh, he went into hiding. And all my casts are going everywhere. First phase. Oh, stop going into hiding that much. Where you at? Next phase. Oh, it's a big soul catcher too. Okay, we have 30 seconds for this. Less than 30 seconds because he still has to come out of his hidey hole. Good damage. Next phase, last phase. We are close to finishing this. Yeah! Our fastest run just now by far. I gotta say, I'm very happy about this. Oh, yeah, the blade rifts, they are as strong as ever if you can get the entire engine on this. Man, this is good. And yeah, look at that, 9 streak, getting into double digits very soon. Anyway, guys,
The underworld's power.
I was like, are these Artemis projectiles ever going to go away? Thanks for watching. If you like the videos, let me know in the comments below. And I will see you in the next video where we'll hopefully get into the 10 streak and further beyond than that. Until then, have the greatest of days.